Hello everybody, I'm Fro Zen, and today let's talk about a dude with 7 wives. Here's the main character who is and always will be a troublemaker, but I'm getting way too ahead of myself. So let's start with when he actually entered the palace and ended up with this blind dude right here, who was evil but was nice enough to teach him kung fu to fight off evil and everything evil, but mainly to fight the king. So the troublemaker would always sneak around the palace, and one day he found the young king practicing kung fu. So the troublemaker decided to go out and fight the king. And at this moment he didn't know he was a king, so they fought, and of course the king would be the one to win the fight. But after finding out that he was the king, the little troublemaker was like, I'm so sorry, please don't kill me. Soon afterwards, the young king and him became the bestest of friends and would always horseplay. That's because nobody dares to get near the king and offend him in any sort of way. Isn't it all dramas these days? So, after 10 years have passed, the troublemaker and the king is all grown up. He is currently serving some food to the king. And so here you see the king reading in peace and was like, why have you disrupted me? So the king decided to play a little joke on the troublemaker. After many episodes of missions and rounding up all 7 wives, here we are in the island of no return. No, I'm kidding. Sadly afterwards, the troublemaker's master is dying. So the troublemaker is sobbing while saying, I will take revenge on whoever did this to you. So the master is finally dead. So the whole scene is dead, of course. No, I'm just kidding. Later, him and his wives got stranded on an island, but they were happy because they would always be together as a whole, but the wives would always play joke on him, like burying him in the sand. Oh my gosh, turtle. Hope you escaped though. That looks fun. So here is look at the, anyways, the king finally found him after a couple months and wanted him to go back to serve him. Here you see a king in an empty room talking to himself like you better come back to serve him or be stuck on the island forever, never to return to see me ever again. A year has passed and now the troublemaker has 3 children, 2 sons and a daughter, and would be always running around trying to feed the family, but ends up drinking the milk for the baby. That's not good. He finally decided to name his child using the dice method. Yeah, great way to name a child, bruh. After 5 years had passed, him and his wives finally decided to accept the king's invitation back. The troublemaker is back in the palace now, and the king wants him to complete a mission. But the troublemaker fails the mission, so everything ended up going downhill from here. Yep. Feeling betrayed and used, the king finally let the troublemaker leave, and thus ends their years of friendship. From this day forward, they never saw or talked to each other ever again. I guess that's what you call a cat fight. So after returning to his hometown, his mother finally meets the 7 wives after 40 episodes. They soon move to another area to avoid the king and live happily ever after. Yep. This is just a scene after decades have passed, and this place where the troublemaker used to live is now abandoned. That's how the story ends. I'm Fro Zen, everybody. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.